community is still searching for answers after an 11-year-old boy was shot and killed by a 10-year-old. Police say the two were playing with a handgun found in the home.
It happened yesterday in the 2000 block of Carroll Avenue in Northwest Roanoke, and today we're learning more about the boy who was killed. His pastor has identified him as Kahlil Burt. He was killed the same day that he graduated from Westside Elementary School. WSLS 10's Rachel Lucas spent the day in the neighborhood talking to friends and family of Kahlil. So, Rachel, you found out today that police are still in the process of talking to witnesses and going over this case. What else have you been able to find out?
Well, as you can imagine with this, a terrible tragedy affects the entire community, and that's certainly the case here. I've been out speaking to community members as well as learning more information about where the investigation stands. Now, WSLS 10 was able to get the search warrants that were filed by Roanoke City Police yesterday, and from these search warrants, we learned that in the home, they recovered a pistol, a cartridge case, bullets, and an iPhone. Now, all of that will be collected as evidence and used in this investigation. Now, in speaking to the community, I met Kahlil's pastor. This is something that the community is really going to be leaning on the church for support right now. Spent the day with him. He tells me that he was a great little boy. Grief-stricken, the mother of 11-year-old Kahlil Burt mourns alongside a community still searching for answers on how a tragedy like this could happen to an innocent young boy.
He was often out there on the front porch waiting on us on Sunday mornings. He would beat me here to the church.
This picture of Kahlil is at the front of the church on a bulletin board. He was at church every Sunday. Reverend David Jones remembers the day Kahlil asked to be baptized. His spiritual moment, Jones says he feels blessed to be part of.
He always had that big infectious smile. That's one of the first things people remember about him. But there was just another level to it on that day. He was almost glowing, almost in my eyes.
A bright boy, the Reverend says, still had so much to give.
He was a very affectionate young man. He'd run up and hug you as soon as he saw you.
Balloons have been placed in the boy's front yard where you can still see his toys scattered as if he only stepped away for a moment.
What do you say at a time like this? And what can you say when there are really no words?
In a small, tight-knit neighborhood full of people who saw the two boys playing together almost every day, there remains unanswered questions the Reverend is now answering with Scripture on Sunday morning from the Gospel of John.
The message I want to convey to the people right now is that Jesus' presence is with us now. And because of that, Kahlil is already, as Paul says, absent from the body. Therefore, he is present with the Lord.
Now, I'm told at this point, funeral arrangements and a vigil have not been planned, but will be in the coming days. Now, coming up tonight at 6, I'll have more on this story, as well as a message for parents. In Roanoke, I'm Rachel Lucas, WSLS 10.